captain of CALANGUTE Association today is Melvin Lobo, and the captain for Youth Club of Manora is the number 3 Joywin Carnero. Youth Club of Manora having their final words before the start of this season. CALANGUTE Association finished an impressive 4th last year. And we're off. It's match number 2 of the 2021-2022 Goa Pro League, and there's already a chance here for Youth Club of Manora. Sloppy back passes from CALANGUTE Association. And the first few seconds of the game almost saw us having our first chance. The defender and the goalkeeper who plays it out towards the right wing. Both teams quite happy to play attacking football. And another loose pass means that Youth Club of Manora have a chance right down the right wing. But it's tidied up there by Moses, who made the initial mistake. An exciting prospect for the next 90 minutes. By Aniston Fernandez, who tries to keep possession for his team, and now they're trying to hold the ball, play out from the back. It's Aniston Fernandez again. He tries to play towards the left wing, but doesn't really work out as he would have wanted it to. Ushering his troops upfield. It's another well-contested header, and there's a chance now for Barreto. He gets pushed off the ball legally, says the referee, and Manora looking for a counter-attack. That's a good ball down for the right wing. There's a chance. Can he put a ball into the box? It's a good cut in. He moves back onto his right foot, and another good shot, and it's a great shot. It's a chance, and that's the first goal of the game for Youth Club of Manora. Sweden Barbosa with a cool, collected finish towards the bottom left corner, off the goalkeeper with a good save. Nicholas with a great run down the right wing. A bit of a tussle in the midfield, but Manora come with the ball again, and it's a chance for Barbosa again. Sweden Barbosa, can he make it 2 this time? He looks for the cross, but another parry away from Paramveer. This time he's lucky it doesn't fall. Justin Barbosa over it. He takes a shot, it's gone into the wall, and follow-up goes wide. Another good ball down the center to find Barreto. And then a long ball towards the right, but another good bit of shielding by the Manora defense. And number 15, Chaitan, comes in. The chance now, it's fallen to someone, and it's a chance. He's just put it over the bar. That's the best chance of the game for CALANGUTE so far. Fraser Vegas, and you've got to finish those chances. A good touch with his left foot. The defenders were stagnant. Goalkeeper does well to smother him, but Fraser really should have put that to bed. Rohan whips the ball towards the edge of the box. It doesn't really work out for them. And a bit of a passing frenzy leaves the ball to come back towards. He gets something on the end of it. Plays this one into the box, and he does find a player who gets a header in, but never a good thing to see. Another good ball towards the right wing, and it's crossed in. There's a chance. Oh, and it almost crept into the first post. Paramveer Singh looked to just about have it covered, but I'm not sure if it was a cross or shot. The attack is lucky not to get a yellow card. And Fraser misses that, and with that the referee blows for the end of the first half. been a good game so far. A lot of chances for Youth Club of Manora. One chance for Calangute Association, but at halftime, we go into the dressing room with Calangute Association 0, Youth Club of Manora 1. Referee blows the whistle and we're off in the second half here in the Duler Stadium in Mapusa. It's been a good game so far, with Youth Club of Manora having more of the chances, but Calangute also inching closer towards goal. Now that's a good ball as a chance towards the edge of the box. Fraser takes a shot, and that's a good shot from Fraser, almost finds the top right corner. Manora now on the ascendancy with the ball which is to be cleared well by Parambir. And there's a bit of a defensive mishap. There's a chance for Calvin Barreto. He's got 3 people around him. He does well to keep possession. And Harshad passes it backwards. Nicholas takes the corner. And Parmi just about possession in the blue half again. Calangute, can they make the most of it? Harshad Naik plays it towards Fraser down the left. That's a good piece of defending. And well cleared by Fraser. Manora trying to put the ball into the box. It's an awkward one, but well cleared. Moses plays it upfield for Calvin Barreto, who lays chase to it, but doesn't really get on the end of it. Jason Barbosa makes his way down the left wing, and he goes towards the corner flag and tries to cut back in, but there is a chance here. Nicholas tries to play it back in. Can Calangute get something from the game? Calvin Barreto goes for the chip, and it's a good attempt. Almost everyone in the opposition box. And it's the last chance for Calangute to salvage anything. Can they? Rohan with the ball into the center. And it's a good clearance away. The second ball has also been cleared away, and that should be enough for Manora. And it is enough. But that's confirmation with the full-time whistle from the referee. Youth Club of Manora have opened their account in the Selvel Goa Pro League with a victory over Calangute Association. Calangute tried their best. They pushed and pushed for an equalizer. They had a few good chances, especially that free kick and a couple of free kicks towards the end. And here are the statistics for the game. 62% possession eventually for Calangute. They did have more of the ball, but it's the shots column where they could have improved. Only 6 shots, and testing the goalkeeper only once with 1 shot on target. go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to Tempo. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by Tempo. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. And there was another chance there for Velsau, but they couldn't capitalize. Yet another here with a header over the top. And Jovial Fernandez stole the show with a cracker of a goal outside the box. We've seen that many at a time today, and you can keep watching that strike. It was hard, it was high, and then it was low, it was dipping, it was swerving. And that's been one of the goals of the season so far. This could have been one of the goals of the season as well from Ivan Costa. Jovial almost adding to his tally. Those were the glimpses from the first half. Second half saw quite a few fouls, quite a few cards. Mervyn Dias striking the post with a header. He almost got a couple of headers in today. And there was that chance where Hansel was caught off his line, out of his box. Another good shot there from Vilito Cruz, who tried his best. We see quite a few of the fouls. And here was Mervyn Dias with another chance. He could have buried that. It was a good pass from Velroy Fernandez. And finally, Mervyn Dias getting himself on the score sheet. You can see he was happy, he was relieved more than anything else. And it's safe to say that he deserved that goal towards the end of a good performance from him and the side in orange. Sporting Club de Goa kicking off from left to right of our screens, while Panjim footballers are from right to left. And here we go. From Sporting Club de Goa, they're looking to start off on an attacking foot. Ball into the box already, and it's a good attempt. We know all about Sporting Club de Goa's attacking prowess. Last year's top scorer Marcus Mascarenhas, the number 11, scored 9 goals in the Selvel Goa Pro League. He'll be looking to add to that this year. And there's another chance here. Mascarenhas into the game. They're looking a little bit unsettled. Panjim trying to play out from the back. Another long ball. And that's a clash of heads. Doesn't look like both the players going in for a 50-50 after sharing the title the year before last. Naik taking the corner, and it looks like that is our first goal for this year's Goa Pro League. The number 2, Clive Miranda, slots it in after a lot of deflections and moving around of the football. Finally plays it wide. This is a very good chance for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? A little too much there. Sporting tried to clear it out. Referee calls a foul. A lot of moves have been made down the right wing, and it looks like they're trying to penetrate the Panjim defense from the right. Another long ball towards Mascarenhas. Vincent Cardozo gets past his man. He puts a cross in, and we almost had our second goal of the game, but the referee has blown for what seems like a foul. Listed. A different type of corner now. It's played short. Cross into the box. And there's a chance at the end. The ball's been put into the back of the net, but it looks like it is a goal. It's not an offside. It is a goal for Sporting Club de Goa, and they have doubled their lead. The offside trap not working. Talwar crosses it in. It's a good ball in. Cleared out. Goes back to him. Can he make another cross? It's a good challenge after a slight clash. The last touch was of a Panjim attacker. But they are getting closer. From the right for Sporting Club de Goa. Panjim will have to sort out their left side of defense if they're going to want to keep it to a minimum of 2 goals in order to get themselves back into the game. Another man down, as it's another foul. Tackles and fouls, and there's another chance for Panjim. The ball's put into the box again, but it's cleared, and now there's a chance for a counter, but Panjim reclaim possession, and they'll take the corner. It's another ball whipped into the box and almost makes its way. Some passes together again. A good switch of play. It's a good ball in. There's a chance now down the right wing for Panjim. Can they make the most of it? He plays it past the keeper. Left-footed corner into the box. And a good header out wide. Cleared off the second time. But Panjim are looking to come at it again. Great work there by Martins. A fantastic ball roll. And it looks like there's a change for Panjim. The number 7, Akash, comes on. Football there from Ozan Silva. And there's another chance here with the ball down the left-hand side, and Ozan Silva makes sure that the attacker doesn't get towards the end of it, who will not want to concede. And that's a for half-time. And we go into the break with goals from Clive Rohit, Duler. Sporting Club de Goa lead 2-0 versus Panjim footballers. As we wait for the referee to get the second half underway. Panjim going from left to right of your screens. There's another chance for Sporting now. It's a good run in. It's a chance. It's a very good tackle, but it's somehow made its way in. Sporting Club de Goa make it number 3. And it's none other than the super sub, Akiraj Martins. Stronghold over the game. They don't want to let that go. But Panjim are definitely trying to make the most of it. That's a missed kick, and there's a chance. And it's shot wide. That was a very good chance. The best of the game so far. They'll be wanting to better that this time around. But it hasn't gone smoothly for them thus far. There's another chance here for Panjim. And can they make the most of it? Yes, they can. It's number 24, Irfan, who makes the most of this opportunity. And he slams it into the top right corner in the beginning of the second half with his left foot. But this time the ball falls on his right. He smashes it onto from the half volley into the top right corner with a corner. It's played into the second post. Keeper gets a touch on it. And there's a chance at the edge of the box. There's a shot. And it's a very good shot with the left foot. The ball just about strays wide. Back in control of this game. Girish plays a long ball towards the second post. And it's missed by both people, resulting in a goal kick. Rio with a good header, and it's another chance now for Rohit with Sporting on the left wing. Oh, that's a very good cutback. He tries to get past the defender, but the referee blows for a foul as Brendan plays it out wide. Sporting making a move on the right wing, plays it inside to Rio. Now Allen on the left. Will he make space for a cross? Prefers to play it back into Rohit. Rohit with the cross in, and a good call from the goalkeeper. If Panjim want to rescue this fixture, now is the time. They'll definitely have to get a goal soon to take anything away from this, the first game of the season. Here's a chance on the top of the box, and it's a shot from the edge of the box which goes over the top. Must have been a slight touch because the Sporting players are not happy with the call, but they'll have to deal with this corner. It's crossed in and well dealt with by the defense. It's the last chance for Panjim to get a second, but it has been cleared. And that is it. Here from the Duler Stadium, Sporting Club de Goa have got their first 3 points of the season with an impressive victory. Goals from Miranda, Torar and Martins getting them the 3 points. Irfan on the score sheet for Panjim footballers. There's a confirmation of the scoreline at full time. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to Tempo. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by Tempo. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Good afternoon and welcome to match number 12 of the Selvel Goa Pro League, as today SALGAOCAR FC take on CALANGUTE Association. Let's hear what the coaches have to say before today's game. Conceded to Sessa in the last minute, an equalizer. How do you move on from that mentally, and what do you tell the boys coming into this new game?
Yeah, in that last match we considered the extra time last minute lack of concentration. So we have already prepared for that. The concentration is now full gear up and they are fine.
Okay. And any changes to your lineup or any substitutes?
Yeah, I have made a lot of changes. So ours is a development team. So I want to give chance for the players to play.
Which formation will you be playing today?
Attacking formation.
game, unfortunately, you had lost 1-0. What do you tell the boys coming into this match, and any changes that have been made into the formation or the style of the team?
Oh no, we didn't make much. There's not much changes. We just have to approach the game one after the other. So last match it was, I can say it was not our day. So for this game we are going to fight for everything. I believe my boys are ready. Yeah.
And so you're sticking with the same 11 or any changes?
There is a one change is there. We have one player. He joined us. His name is Ganesh. Yeah. So he's the only change we have in the team. Yeah.
There we have it. That's what the coaches had to say before this encounter, as we see SALGAOCAR FC taking on CALANGUTE Association in match number 12 of the Selvel Goa Pro League 2021-2022 season. Here's the lineup for SALGAOCAR, managed by Lavinho Anthony Pereira, and the goalkeeper is the captain for today, Jason DeMello, very experienced campaigner. The captain from the last match, Samuel Costa, starts from the bench today and isn't in the first 11. They line up in a 4-4-2 formation. For CALANGUTE Association, there is a change in goal. Presley Mascarenas replaces Paramveer Singh, and as said by Coach Valentine, number 6 Ganesh Thakur is also in the lineup. Here we see the match officials. Referee for today is Prasad Surlakar, and he's got his assistant referees alongside him. The match commissioner for today is Joaquim Mariano de Silva. The referees are ready to line out the players. We see SALGAOCAR in their famous full green kit, while CALANGUTE Association today are sporting a full red kit. I see the players lining up in what is a very hot afternoon today in Mapusa in Goa in the Duler Stadium. And the referee for today is Prasad Surlakar. His assistant referees are Mariano Ribello and Keshav Kaskar. And his fourth official is Amiro Fernandez. Now we see the captains of either side. Jason DeMello leading the side for SALGAOCAR, and captain for CALANGUTE Association is the number 30, the defender Melvin Lobo. As we see in many of the matches after the toss, certain sides prefer to go to one end of the field and start from there. Maybe they're just comfortable on certain ends of the pitch, as the referees just check if everything's okay. As you see SALGAOCAR having a word. The team huddle, very important before a game to make sure everyone's positive, everyone's backing each other, and you have a good start to the game. Same here with Calangute Association. A few words there by the captain Melvin Costa. Referee is ready to get us underway as he's waiting for the Calangute players. The ball is placed, the players are ready, and we're almost underway here. As SALGAOCAR wear the full green kit and Calangute are in their full red. Calangute will be attacking from left to right and SALGAOCAR from right to left. And we're underway here in match 12 of the Selvel Goa Professional League. SALGAOCAR FC are taking on Calangute Association. Both sides will be looking for their first win of the campaign after having not so good a start. In the previous matchup. And now SALGAOCAR with a chance to build from the back. A bit of good play there for the team in green, and there is already a quick ball into the box as a chance, but the keeper has come out and smothered the opportunity. Good piece of goalkeeping there from Presley Mascarenas. His first touch of the game, his first touch of the season rather, and he just getting there ahead of Daryl Costa for SALGAOCAR. Bit of lazy defending, allowing Daryl Costa to get ahead of the defense and meet that ball, but eventually Mascarenas came to the rescue. Another long ball now towards the left hand side. It's Siddharth Kundekar. Can he make some space? Yes, he can. He puts the ball into the box, but it's cleared away by Godfrey Mascarenas. And it's a very bright start from SALGAOCAR. Superb ball into the box from Siddharth Kundekar, using all his experience, and he makes his way towards the corner. For the first corner of the game, we can see the SALGAOCAR fans already in the background making some noise. Can they get a goal? Ball in by Kundekar, and it's pushed away by Presley Mascarenas. Now tidied up by Ribhov and put into the box, but there was no one home. Chance for Calangute now to calm things down. Two good balls into the box already from the team in green. And Moses tries to threadle a ball through. Isn't able to on that occasion. Ribhov Sardesai in the midfield for SALGAOCAR, trying to take control of the game. A few good touches by Sidney Gonkar. He was very promising in their last outing. And eventually SALGAOCAR losing possession. Rohan Kamble winning it back for Calangute, and now there's a ball towards the right, but can't really find Fraser Vegas. That's a good spread by Malappa Bizargi for SALGAOCAR, and they're looking confident on the ball now. Is there a chance down the right? Eventually Steven Alvarez can't keep the ball in on the right wing. Calangute not really being able to play out of their half at the moment. So they look for a long ball. It's played towards the right, but there's no one there. Sean Pereira with the throw in. Falls to Umesh. And Calangute just need to keep the ball for a little while. Make sure that they get themselves into the game, but it's a long ball and it's cleared away, and that will be the first corner of the game for Calangute. Good start from both teams wanting to play attacking football, and we heard the SALGAOCAR coach Levino Anthony Pereira at the last game and in this game. He wants to play attacking football and he wants to always make his way up the field. Chance now, Rohan with the corner, he puts it into the box. Can the Calangute players get something on it? Eventually they do. It's not enough to take it towards goal, and an attempted cross from Godfrey. But SALGAOCAR managed to get the ball back. Again, it's a Calangute ball. And good piece of skill there from Ganesh. First time we're seeing him in this league. And now there's a counter on for SALGAOCAR. Sidney Gonkar on the right. Plays it inwards. And there's a switch now since the left. Daryl Costa looking for Siddharth, and can he keep it in? He does cross the ball into the box, but he won't really cause any problems for Presley Mascarenas, goalkeeper who clears it in the first time of asking. There we see Siddharth Kundaikar always getting into good positions, and speaking of good positions, there's a chance now. Good ball into the box from Calvin Barreto. But Jason DeMello has no problems in tidying that up. He plays a good long ball right upfield and eventually finds Daryl Costa, whose touch is a little loose, but Aniket Singh Thakur clears it away for Calangute. Very busy on that left wing already in the first 7-8 minutes. There's Daryl Costa, there's also Siddharth Kundaikar, combining left, well on the left usually, but not in that instance. Aniket with the throw, it's flicked on well by Fraser Vegas. Ball is lost for a second by Calvin Barreto. Sean Pereira plays it to Malappa, who looks for a cross ball. It's intercepted by Ganesh. And Calangute not taking any chances, playing the ball back. They know that Salgaocar like to press. And another ball towards the right. And again, there's no one home. Here we see the coach of Calangute Association, Valentine Eziego. The Nigerian, very experienced, played all over in Indian club football. He is also the chief coach of the Goan United Football Academy back in 2000 to 2005. And there's a ball now, there's a chance for someone to chase it, and Dal Costa using his pace, getting away from the defense, keeping the ball on the left. He's got a bit of company. Salgaocar moving the ball along very well. Sidney Gonkar eventually with a loose touch. It doesn't work out for him. But Salgaocar have it back again. A couple of passes, but it's cleared away. Calangute looking quite solid whenever anything is thrown at them. Another very good long ball by Malappa. It's played towards Sidney Gonkar. He takes a shot, and it's easily dealt with by Presley Mascarenas. Now we see Sidney getting a bit of space, but not really being able to get enough on it. Moses now for Calangute. Rohan playing it out wide. There's a chance for a cross. It is into the box, and eventually good piece of defensive work from Siddharth Kundekar, sensing the danger with Fraser Vegas behind him. And now Kundekar plays it up forward. It looks like Dal Costa tried to keep the ball in, eventually gets his team a throw in. And a very good tempo to this game in the opening 11 minutes. Referee asking for the throw to be taken from a retreated position. As Sean Pereira takes it, it's cleared out. Looking for Dal Costa. Siddharth Kundekar plays it to Malappa. Will he play another long ball towards the right hand side? He decides to play it short to Sidney Gonkar. Sidney now plays it in field towards Ashnoy Colasso, who's another under 20 player for Salgaocar. Good ball back into Ashnoy. He's looking for a teammate, but it's well cleared away. Calvin Barreto, who was very impressive in the last game against Youth Club of Marora. Now he plays it inwards, but a good interception there by Sean Pereira. Another ball being played in. It's almost a chance for Ganesh Thakur, but a bit of a loose touch. It got away from him and safely into the hands of Jason DeMello. Salgaocar in the first outing of the season drew to Sessa Football Academy. Sessa getting that equalizer in the 96th minute, And it was quite heartbreaking for SALGAOCAR, only managing a 1-all draw and 1 point from that game. And Sai Shalarkar was the scorer for SALGAOCAR, but he hasn't started today. Ball did seem to strike an arm. It looks like it was Calvin Barretto's arm, and eventually it will be a free kick for the Greens. Calangute Association in their last game, they took on Youth Club of Monora. It was a very good battle between both the sides, but a solitary goal for the team from Monora meant that Calangute start with a loss. But it's early proceedings in this tournament, so nobody will be too worried about their position in the table. However, it is important to pick up your first points of the season. Sydney Gaonkar now on the right wing, on the throw-in via Godfrey Mascarenas. Good piece of skill. There's a ball into the box, but it's cleared away. It's not cleared too far. Eventually falls to Barretto, who tries to play it in for a teammate. Malappa now for SALGAOCAR, plays it towards the left, where he'll find Kundaikar, who plays it back to him. Malappa switches it, and we see ball possession is 60% towards Calangute Association. They'll be happy with that, as long as they can keep SALGAOCAR at bay at the moment. Another very good ball from Malappa. He's found his teammate on the right, and there's a cross into the box. Fraser clears it away, doesn't take any chances. It was Steven Alvarez trying to play the cross in. Malappa now again, this time plays it into the box. It's cleared away by the captain Melvin Lobo, once and again twice. Good header from Malappa. He's been very impressive down that left channel for SALGAOCAR. Sean Pereira tries to keep the ball, eventually earns his team a throw in. Aniket down the right. And SALGAOCAR will retain possession quite easily. There's a ball played upfield, but there's no one there. Moses Dessar turning, finding some space with a intricate ball towards Calvin Barretto, but too many green shirts around him. And there's another chance now for Costa on the right. And it looked like a bit of a high boot from Umesh Pujar. And he's smiling, he thinks he got the ball. It's all smiles from the referee as well. But eventually it's a promising position now, as Dal Costa did get caught just as Umesh came in. And it is a free kick for SALGAOCAR. Malappa Bizargi standing over it, as is Siddharth Kundaikar. Looks like Malappa will be taking it. He puts the ball into the box. He's in fact looking to go for goal, and he almost caught out Presley Mascarenas on that occasion. You see Presley taking a couple of steps towards his left, and eventually the ball played in, but he would have had it covered. And that's the first proper shot we've seen so far today. There we see the bugle being hooted by the SALGAOCAR fans. They're always making noise, always supporting their team. But now there's a chance for Calangute. Ganesh on the left, he plays it in. Is there a chance? And eventually it goes wide. There's still a chance now for Calangute to play it in. Fraser Vegas, he will play the ball into the box, looking for a red shirt. It's cleared away, not too far. Moses goes for it, and eventually it does find its way out of the box. Aniket with the header. It's fallen back now to Rohan, and Rohan earns Calangute a corner. Very dangerous piece of play there. Ganesh with the cross. It went off a defender. It looked like Jason DeMello tried to get a touch on it. And very impressive play from Calangute as they have another corner to try and make something from it. Rohan with the ball into the box. He looks for the first post and it goes back to him. Not sure if that was planned. He plays the ball back in. And again it goes back to him. That definitely wasn't planned. He cuts his back into his left, plays it again. And if you've got 3 bites at the cherry as a corner taker, you've got to put at least one good ball into the box. But Rohan not being able to do so on multiple occasions there. This time he's got the ball in his hands. It's a throw towards Barreto. Barreto puts the ball in, but there's no one there. Is there a chance of a shot? They're trying to line up. Eventually not much of a shot coming from it. And now there's a chance for Sydney Gaukar to chase it for SALGAOCAR. He's taken it under control, pulled it back. He knew that there were not many people to pass to. There is a ball, but Calangute back in numbers and doing well. Now Rishabh trying to play it through. And Sydney Gaukar on the right making some space. Eventually it does take a deflection, and it's another corner as we hit the 20-minute mark here at the Duler Stadium. Both teams looking very fluid in attack. It's been the story of the Goa Pro League. A lot of good attacking play from many of the sides and a good beginning spell in the matches, but goals have been an issue. Although we have had some exciting goalless draws, goals always excite a football match and make it more lively. Can we get one now? Siddharth Kundekar plays the ball into the box, looking for a green shirt. There is a header, but not enough on it from Saurabh Patil. A bit of a loopy ball towards the center, but Saurabh not being able to get enough power on it. Such was the delivery from Kundekar. Sean Pereira plays it outwards towards Steven Alvarez. He looks like he's switched and he's played a very good ball in towards Sydney Gaukar, but Presley Mascarenes, as he did in the first minute, coming and clearing his lines. A bit of a sweeper keeper role at the moment for him. A quarter way through this game, and some good balls into the box, some good attacking plays, but not enough shots as of now. Another good ball from Ribhav. Kundekar tries to keep it in. He does. He's used some good skill work. Plays the ball into the box to Daryl Costa, but the Calangute players get it away. Lovely bit of play there from Kundekar. Malappa now pulling all the strings in the midfield, dominating the game. And another ball in from Alvarez. It does fall to Kundekar. Will he take a shot? He does take a shot, and it's just gone past the second post. A fabulous attempt from Siddharth Kundekar, showing us why he's so dangerous on that left foot of his. Just getting a bit of space for himself and playing it towards the danger area Daryl Costa was also in there, but he couldn't get ahead on it. And SALGAOCAR are coming closer now. Ball has been put upfield by Mascarenes. Good bit of football there from Ribov once and twice. It eventually looked like a clash of heads, and rightfully so. A foul called by the referee. There's a chance now. Daryl Costa, but well defended there by Umesh Pujar, getting ahead of the attacker, and he earns a pat on the back from Aniket, and rightfully so. A bit of misfortune there towards right corner for SALGAOCAR, not making use of that throw-in. As we see Veron Pereira on our screens before this, the under 20 from Calangute hasn't really gotten to the game yet. Same with Moses Desa, not getting much of the ball in the midfield. SALGAOCAR FC, of course, 21 time the champion of the Goan League. Very prolific, and the last time they won the GPL was in 2016-17, so it's been a while since they've tasted silverware in this competition. They have won the rebranded Goa Pro League since 1998. They have won it 6 times, and ever since it was rebranded and named the Goa Pro League, they were the first champions in 98. Now with a chance on the left, it is Ashnoi Colasso. Keeps the ball, plays it very well into Siddharth Kundaikar. What can he do with his left foot? He crosses it into the box, but it's well headed away. Good piece of defending again by Umesh Pujar. And good football all around. Lovely through ball from Ashnoi Colasso looking for Kundaikar. Kundaikar with a good cross in. And a nice run from Daryl Costa looking to meet it. But Umesh Pujar was there at the right time and the right place. But it's a corner now for SALGAOCAR. Steven Alvarez on the ball. Can something come of it for the team in green? He plays it in, there's a bit of a flick, and there's a chance, but well defended by Calvin Barreto. He takes no chances. Clears it away. Will SALGAOCAR come back with it? Yes, they will. It's Ashnoi again. There was a chance to play it through the center, but not being able to. Well tidied up by Veron Pereira. And now Calvin Barreto looking for the pass, but Fraser Vegas looks to be offside. It's all happening except a proper shot on target at the moment. It's been the story in the first 11 or 12 matches of the Goa Pro League. A lot of good fluid football, but the goalkeepers just not being tested enough. And when they have been, they have brought out some good saves. We've also seen some really good goals from outside the box in the first few games. Ripov keeps possession for SALGAOCAR. Tries to play it up, but Veron now slowly getting into the game, getting some touches in, dropping deep, and it's a long ball towards right. It hasn't found Fraser Vegas, the number 28, and in the first 28 minutes, every time Calangute try to play that long ball, it's not really working for them. They may need to ask their wingers to hug the touchline so that they can run inwards and try and get on the end of those long balls being played by the defense. There's Melvin Lobo playing it back to Presley Mascarenas. And both these teams last year finishing on 20 points. It was very close at the top of the Selvel Goa Pro League in last season's championship race. SALGAOCAR eventually finishing with a better goal difference in third position, and Calangute finishing fourth. Calangute now with some time on the ball. It's played into the box, but there's nobody there. Calangute Association last season scoring 16 goals, but conceding way too many with 13. As we see the first cooling break of the afternoon, when we hit the 30-minute mark, both the coaches giving some instructions to their team. Here we see Valentine Ezuego having a chat with his players, and Lavinio Anthony Pereira also having a word. Both coaches very experienced and imparting their wisdom onto their players. As the players get their refreshments. Very hot afternoon here in Goa. It's been a good start to the game for both sides, especially SALGAOCAR getting some good opportunities, but not really making the most of them, not taking too many shots on target as of now. But there is a goal in this game. You can see it coming. A bit of a chance there for SALGAOCAR, but too many red shirts from Calangute, very strong in defense as we've seen so far. Veron looking for a teammate. Rohan gets onto it. He finds Calvin Barreto, but he's offside. Good call from the referee. The high line working from SALGAOCAR. Another long ball for SALGAOCAR, not working on that occasion. Ganesh plays it to Rohan, back to Ganesh. Good piece of play, back to Rohan. Rohan looking for a ball for Barreto, but Barreto didn't read that. There was a bit of a channel to run into between both centre backs, and that's what Rohan is telling Barreto, that you've got to make that run in between the defenders. And speaking of runs, there's a chance now, and he's lofted it over the keeper, and that's a fantastic finish for Daryl Costa, and it's 1-0 to SALGAOCAR FC. A brilliant piece of play against the run of play, and it is SALGAOCAR 1, Calangute Association 0, and the SALGAOCAR fans are very happy. Daryl Costa seeing that the goalkeeper, who has been sweeping his line, makes his way upfield and eventually found himself in a bit of no man's land. So it's a 1 goal to the good for SALGAOCAR, and Daryl Costa getting his name on the score sheet. Very good ball, and the keeper really had no business coming so high and really giving Daryl Costa an open invitation to chip him, and he didn't need any more chances. He took that and found the back of the net with a good finish. Calangute now having to chase once again. They chased the game against Manora last time round. A very good ball from the back of the Salgaocar defense. Here's Daryl Costa, who netted it and gave his team a coveted lead. Calangute now playing it and looking for Barreto, but not being able to get to him. It was a very good ball from the Salgaocar defense. We'll have to see who made the assist straight through the Calangute defense. Jason DeMello takes it short, plays it towards Sean Pereira, who's not in a hurry to play it upfield. Eventually he does, looking for the goal scorer Costa. And Calangute now have to get themselves back into the game. Crunching tackle from Malappa, but he got the ball. Presley Mascarenas was doing well and coming out of his box when required, but the ball was too far away for him to do that on the occasion where he conceded, and he'll be disappointed. He could have probably stayed in his box and invited Daryl Costa to take a shot. But now there's a chance for Calangute. Ganesh on the right, he's waiting for Aniket to overlap. Aniket looks for the ball, plays it towards Rohan. Rohan is onside. Can he play it into the box? He does play it, but Jason DeMello takes the ball and keeps it under his control. He clears it out, looking for his attackers, but it's cleared away from Calangute. Calvin Barreto plays it to Rohan. Ganesh keeping the ball with him. Veron now playing it towards the left wing. Good piece of play from Calangute. Godfrey Mascarenas plays it back into the path of Veron Pereira. And eventually the ball lost, and there's another chance now for Daryl Costa. Can he make it 2-2? This time the keeper stays on his line, and this time the defending is much better from Umesh Pujar. And that's what happens when the keeper stays on his line. The defender has a chance to at least get back and get himself in between the attacker and the goal post. So they have worked on the mistake that they made, Calangute. That's all you can do. And it's well done by them. But now they have to deal with yet another corner as Steven Alvarez makes his way to take it for Salgaocar in an attempt to double his team's lead. Alvarez with the ball in, and it's touched away by Mascarenas. There's a chance now. Can he get a shot off? It's Ribhav, and Ribhav puts it over the bar towards the Salgaocar spectators. And another chance, corner begging for Salgaocar. Good ball, but well met by the keeper Mascarenas. Well taken on his chest by Ribhav. He could have shot it first time on the half volley. It's always easier to strike when the ball is bouncing, but he waited a second and took it while it was on the floor, eventually getting under it and putting it over the bar. Salgaocar now looking very comfortable in possession, playing the ball around, making the Calangute players come to them. Ball played up by Akram and eventually lost from the midfielder. Another crossfield ball from left to right, not working. Siddharth Kundekar picks it up, he plays the ball through. There's a chance again now for Daryl Costa. He gets ahead of the defender, but Umesh tidies up, and that's a very good battle between the number 4 and the number 16, and what a tackle that is from Siddharth Kundekar. He's all over the pitch and always giving 100% for his team. A superb asset to have for any side, and there again he's trying to win the ball and wins a throw-in as we approach the 40-minute mark here at the Duler Stadium. Salgaocar FC winning 1-0 so far, and Ashnoy and Siddharth trying to combine again. Ashnoy plays the ball into the box, but there's no one there. Daryl Costa should have tried to get in behind the defender, but not reading it on that occasion. Akram now trying to shield the ball, but eventually losing it, and it looks like it will be a Salgaocar throw in. Ball played upfield, and there's a nudge onto the back of Salgaocar player Sydney Gonkar. So it is a Salgaocar free kick. There we see the push by the captain Melvin Lobo. Ripov with the ball into the box. Can he find someone? Good piece of defending by Fraser Vegas. Aniket with the throw, but it goes back to Salgaocar, who are really dominating this game now. That's good goalkeeping, waiting for the ball to come to him. Presley Mascarenas. Good ball towards Calvin Berto, but Malappa tidies it up. Good piece of play now to Sydney Gonkar. Sydney had to play it out first time. He had a chance to play it to his right back, chose not to, but eventually not much danger. Referee getting in the way of Veron there, and another chance now for Salgaocar. It's Daryl Costa. He's been brought down, and we'll have to see what the referee says. Another good piece of play for Daryl Costa. He doesn't look like there was a touch. He did go down once he knew that the ball had gone away from him, and it looks like it is a foul. For Salgaocar, and it's a free kick and a chance now for Siddharth Kundekar to test Presley Mascarenas. We'll have to see that foul one more time to see if there was contact on Daryl Costa. But for now, the Calangute boys have to deal with this free kick at the edge of the area. Malappa is over it with his right foot. Siddharth Kundekar with his left foot. It looks like he will be taking it. And there's Kundekar towards goal, but it's straight into the keeper's hands. And well done by Presley to keep a hold of that, because he could have easily spilled it over. But well saved. Calangute will have a chance now to try and get themselves back in the game, and here is a chance for Calvin Barreto with a good turn, and eventually too long on the ball. He should have tried to play it first time, but a good piece of defending, and Salgaocar now have to deal with the Calangute corner. Good turn from Calvin Barreto, and eventually a good piece of defending from Akram Yarwar. Moses Disa now on the corner for Calangute. He plays it into the box looking for a red shot, but only finding green. And there's a shot from outside the box, a very good volley. And Moses has it again on the right wing. Will he try to go past his man? No, he doesn't. He plays it with his left foot, and there is a header, but a bit of defensive frailty there, but eventually Jason DeMello collects the ball, and Salgaocar deal with it. Calvin Barreto going for it, eventually turning his back towards the ball striking his back, and would be tough to score from your back from that far out. Daryl Costa showing his pace in this first half, running through the defense, making some very good runs, and eventually getting a goal from that, giving his teammates something to play at, and all good strikers do that for their team. Now it's Calangute. Rohan looking for a ball. He does find Calvin Barreto, who doesn't get it under control. This time was a better run from Calvin. He did what Rohan told him, went in between both the defenders, and they are getting closer. Calangute, as this half progressed, they have been making some good moves. Malappa now playing it backwards for Sean Pereira, and Calangute will want to keep the ball and go into the break with the 1-0 lead. Fraser Vegas getting the ball ahead of his man. We'll have to see which side the referee has given the free kick to. It is Salgaocar player down. He did come off worse. And it was Sean Pereira who eventually did commit the foul, because Fraser Vegas got the touch on the ball first. So it's a good chance now for Calangute to try and get themselves back into the game before half time. Moses Disa over it, plays into the box. It's gone towards the second post, and another shot from outside. And with that, we come to the end of a very eventful first half. It's Salgaocar FC leading 1-0 over Calangute Association, courtesy of a goal from Daryl Costa. A very good goal at that. It's been a good show from either side, but Calangute have it all to do if they want to get a point or more from this game. Here we see the statistics of the game brought to you by Instat. 48% ball possession, 42% ball possession from Salgaocar, 58% for Calangute Association. And there you see the shots, 8 from Salgaocar, just the 2 from Calangute, despite so much of possession, and no shots on target from the team in red. It's been quite a few shots from all round, especially outside the box and inside, both in fact, from Salgaocar. Steven Alvarez with a couple. Daryl, Malappa, Ribhav, Siddharth, Saurabh, Sydney, everybody taking their chances. But eventually it was that goal from Daryl from outside the box, chipping the keeper and giving his team the 1-0 lead. For Calangute, just the 2 shots. One from Godfrey Mascarenas from far and Calvin Barreto from just the edge of the 18-yard area. They have to test the goalkeeper more if they want to get themselves back into this game. As for the fouls, it's 1 apiece for Daryl, Malappa, Ribhav and Sean Pereira. Seven fouls from the boys in red for Calangute. Calvin Barreto upfield making 2 fouls and 1 apiece for the rest of them. And that's the end of the first half here at the Duler Stadium. Join us after the break for the second half between SALGAOCAR FC and Calangute Association. as we go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League. Started off with a good free kick from Kwan. He hit the woodwork, and that was just a shadow of things to come. Chances on both ends. Definitely the chance of the game going here to Tempo. Gonzalez could have made it 1-0 there. There was another good attempt on the other side. A good save from both keepers. They did well to keep clean sheets. There's a bit of a tussle as well, as there always is in this game. There we see another chance for Rodriguez. A couple of point blank chances missed by Tempo. I'd say they had 3 really good chances, especially the one towards the end of the game. Nacio came on and took a good shot. Afdal came on and made a couple of good runs. Here we see his run down the right, a good shot but a good save by Dylan. And eventually the last chance of the game was the toughest one here for Nacio. Great bit of footwork. He went past everyone, just couldn't find the bottom right corner. Here we see the match highlights of what went down today in match number 4. Chances at both ends. Here we see the first chance for Velsau. Velsau had very good chances but couldn't make the most of them. And looking back on that, they will be slightly disappointed. Dishank with a good ball for Jovial, just putting the ball over the net. And there was another chance there for Velsau, but they couldn't capitalize. Yet another here with a header over the top. And Jovial Fernandez stole the show with a cracker of a goal outside the box. We've seen that many at a time today, and you can keep watching that strike. It was hard, it was high, and then it was low, it was dipping, it was swerving. And that's been one of the goals of the season so far. This could have been one of the goals of the season as well from Ivan Costa. Jovial almost adding to his tally. Those were the glimpses from the first half. Second half saw quite a few fouls, quite a few cards. Mervyn Dias striking the post with a header. He almost got a couple of headers in today. And there was that chance where Hansel was caught off his line, out of his box. Another good shot there from Velito Cruz, who tried his best. We see quite a few of the fouls. And here was Mervyn Dias with another chance. He could have buried that. It was a good pass from Velroy Fernandez. And finally, Mervyn Dias getting himself on the score sheet. You can see he was happy, he was relieved more than anything else. And it's safe to say that he deserved that goal towards the end of a good performance from him and the side in orange. As we go through the action that we saw today in match number 3 of the Goa Selvel Professional League, started off with a good free kick from there. We see the stands flocked with people coming to watch this game here, and it was an entertaining first half. So I'm sure they'll be happy with what they're seeing here today. SALGAOCAR FC, as always, represented by their fans, making noise as always, improving the atmosphere here at the Duler Stadium, and definitely helping their team.
Is being replaced by jersey number 28, Antush Moniz.
And the number 28 for SALGAOCAR is making his way onto the field. It is Antush Moniz, the under 20. As the Calangute players make their way onto the pitch, they're having a discussion amongst themselves.
হয়ে গেছে 28
Calangute will be wanting to get themselves back in the game as soon as possible. As we see Jason DeMello preparing himself for the second half. He hasn't been tested much so far in the SALGAOCAR goal post. We see another substitution, this time for CALANGUTE Association. Number 19, Jesloy Moniz is coming on. So it's a Moniz on both sides. And Chaitan Dhabholkar replaces Fraser Vegas. So we see a dual substitution from CALANGUTE, trying to get some fresh legs into the game and trying to get themselves back into the game. And we're back off here at the Duler Stadium for the second half between SALGAOCAR FC and CALANGUTE Association. It's green versus red. Let's see who can come on top. Already CALANGUTE with a good start. As you see, confirmation, it's Sidney Gonkar coming off for SALGAOCAR, and a couple of challenges, and that time the referee pulls up Malappa for his challenge, and he will be given a yellow card. He's catching Moses Disa and giving away a foul and giving CALANGUTE an opportunity to have a good start to the second half. Here we see the players on the field at the bottom of your screen for SALGAOCAR. As Moses takes it, he goes for a shot on goal and he gets the first corner of the second half for CALANGUTE, so they'll be happy with their start. Here's the players on the field for CALANGUTE. Four corners apiece at the moment, but it's a 1-goal lead for SALGAOCAR. Can they change it now? Ball into the box for CALANGUTE and well cleared away by Malappa. There's a shot from outside the box from Rohan, but it's cleared away. And Aniket now trying to play it upfield for CALANGUTE. There's some space for Rohan. Good piece of play. Eventually the ball does fall to Calvin Barreto, but Moses now on the left. Moses, can he take a shot? He does take a shot. It eventually hits Jesloy and goes off target for a goal kick for SALGAOCAR. Moses doing very well. Eventually I think he could have just put his laces through the ball and gone for that top left corner, which was a little open, but he tried to find Jesloy, and Jesloy couldn't really steer it towards goal because the ball came straight to his chest. But a very good start for CALANGUTE here in the second half. Calvin Barreto takes it down well. It's put upfield by Ganesh. Ganesh chases it, but he's beaten by Akram. Akram plays it to Ribhav. Ribhav with a very good ball. There's a chance now again for Daryl Costa. And Presley Mascarin is showing us why he is a sweeper keeper and doing it well on this occasion. Ribhav now plays it towards Alvarez. Alvarez plays it back to Akram, who beats Calvin Barreto easily. Ball is staying with Steven Alvarez. He goes past Moses. Oh, that was Godfrey rather. And he's brought down, and it's a free kick now for SALGAOCAR. Very quick start to the game from both sides. And if you're at the stands here at the Duler Stadium, then you would be appreciative of this football. A very high tempo, good attacking pace to the game. And SALGAOCAR now have a chance to make their mark in this second half. Siddharth Kundekar puts the ball in and it's cleared away by the captain. Eventually Moses kicks it out, and a good header from Melvin Lobo, and another good header now from Jesloy. Calvin Barreto not being able to keep it under control, and if he could, then it would have been a good counter-attacking opportunity for the boys in red. Very good header from Jesloy, and Calvin just not keeping it under control. Good piece of skill from Ganesh, showing his strength, and eventually we'll have to see which way it goes. Good tussle there between Ganesh and Steven Alvarez. Very physical play, and it did good for a Calangute throw-in, and yet again they have a throw-in. Godfrey Mascarenas now with the throw for Calangute. And a good header from Ribhav. He keeps the ball, but Mascarenas comes back in with a good challenge and eventually wins the throw-in for his side. He takes it quickly. Ribhav with a header away, gets back possession. Malappa now trying to switch the play, and it's a wayward ball, so Calangute have a chance to go upfield. Eventually ball played back towards Jason DeMello, doesn't take any chances, clears it away. Bit of a loose touch now. Salgaocar looking for a long ball, but the referee pulls it back. There was a foul on the goal scorer, Daryl Costa. He seems to be in a lot of pain. Looks like it was a knock to the back of the head. And there we see there was an upraised elbow. Not a good challenge on Daryl Costa, and that will pain a little bit as we see the crowd here at the Duler Stadium. Always happy to watch some football, especially if you can make your way to the stadium and see it live. And they'll be enjoying the tempo this afternoon of this game as we see them sat in the Lavinio Ribello stand, the north stand here at the Duler Stadium in Mapusa. And we're back underway. There's a long ball played by Saurav Patil. Moses now keeping possession for Calangute, plays it to Rohan. Moses just keeping the ball, eventually losing it, and a bit of pinball in the midfield. Rohan getting himself a foul, and a quick free kick, which means that Calangute are, as we see the skill from Rohan, he's been fouled by Ribhav on that occasion. And there's a ball now for Calvin Barreto to chase. He pulls back his man and eventually does give away a foul. Very big and strong striker is Calvin Barreto, but on that occasion a bit too strong and giving away a foul on Steven Alvarez. Good kick forward from Jason DeMello, and it goes to his opposing goalkeeper Presley Mascarenas, and it looks like someone is down once again from Salgaocar. This time it's Ashnoy Colasso, who's been very good finding those tight little areas and making some good passes in the final third for his wingers to latch on to. There we see another substitution lined up as we see the coach of SALGAOCAR FC. It's Lavinho Anthony Pereira, who has represented India at the Maldives in 2000, and he also represented the Indian football team in beach football in 2006. He was at the World Cup qualifiers for India and also at the Olympic qualifiers for beach football. We know Anthony Pereira not only playing regular but also beach football. In his regular football career, he did represent Goa in the Santosh Trophy as they were runners-up in 97, 98 and the 98-99 seasons. So a lot of experience on the SALGAOCAR bench. And speaking of the SALGAOCAR bench, here's the substitution. The number 30, Ashnoy Colosso, we saw him coming off, and he's been replaced by Fraser Gomes, the fast forward from SALGAOCAR FC. Now CALANGUTE on the ball, another long ball looking for Calvin Pareto. Can he get to it? And a very good piece of goalkeeping there by Jason De Mello. Just flicking it over the head of Pareto, making sure that he gets the first touch and showing his experience, coming out and collecting the ball with ease. On the long ball now, Jesloy has a chance to get it on the right wing, and he does manage. He gets pushed over and eventually isn't able to get a foul. Good piece of defending. The first chance for the substitute Fraser to find Dal Costa, and Dal Costa is very fast, and eventually good piece of defending means that it's a goal kick for CALANGUTE. Umesh Pujar, who's been up to the task when it's come to Dal Costa, except for that goal. Ganesh now finding some space for Moses. Moses with a shot from outside, but it's not going to test Jason De Mello. And Moses did have a pass on his right wing if he wanted to slot in his teammate, but choosing not to do so. There we see quite a bit of space on the right wing to try and threadle a pass through, and eventually choosing not to do so. Both the teams are flying upfield in this game, and time is flying as well. We're inching close to the 60-minute mark. And it's been a very interesting watch so far at the Duler Stadium. An entertaining afternoon of football, and we've got 30 minutes more. Jesloy now trying to keep the ball under control, and there is a push from Ribhav. Not sure how much was in it, but eventually it's a very good position for a free kick now for CALANGUTE Association. Not too much in it, but a slight push from Ribhav Sardesai. And now, can CALANGUTE get themselves on the score sheet with this free kick? Three people standing over it. It's Ganesh, it's Moses, it's Rohan. As we see Jason De Mello asking his wall to set themselves before the free kick. You see how far it is from goal. Rohan taking his steps back. He's lining it up. It's Rohan for Calangute, and it just goes over the top eventually. Not too close to trouble goalkeeper Jason DeMello. But Calangute are making more chances in this game. They're just lacking that shot on target. Second shot from Rohan this afternoon. It's cleared away. There's a chance for Feza to chase it. Eventually well done by Melvin Lobo, and Rohan loses it. Feza Gomes now with the play, and Dial Costa loses it. A chance now down the right wing for Calangute. Good piece of defending. Ribov tidies it up, and it's lost once again. Again a bit of possession lost, and Calangute have it. Can they make the most of so much possession? Calangute Association. They've got another free kick now, another chance to put it into the box. Jesloy earning the free kick there, and the fouls are increasing now for SALGAOCAR FC as Moses stands over the ball for Calangute. He'd be looking for a good ball into the box. He's played into the danger area and headed away by Steven Alvarez. Calangute now again down the left wing. There's a cross into the box, and there is a chance, but well cleared away once again by the Greens. Very solid. And a crossfield ball from Captain Lobo doesn't find his teammate. Well watched out by Kundekar. And the team in red have under 30 minutes to try and get themselves back in the game, get themselves at least a point. But SALGAOCAR will be wanting to double their lead and put this game to bed. Calangute Association's coach Valentine Izuego will be wanting his troops to try and get together and get back into the game. He's of course very experienced as a player. He represented SALGAOCAR, so he knows them quite well. He also represented the likes of Dempo, Churchill Sports Club, Sessa, Goa Sports Club, Mohammedan Sporting in Calcutta, Mahindra United, and also Sporting Club de Goa. So a lot of experience on both benches, and that's why we see both their sides really bringing a good game to us this afternoon in the Selvel Goa Pro League. Another ball upfield and another chase from Dial Costa, but this time Presley Mascarenhas just about gets ahead of him, plays it upfield. Can Calangute make something of this attack? It's Ganesh on the left, plays it back towards Lobo, who switches the play towards the right. Aniket now the right back, eventually with a wayward ball and losing possession for his side. Chances have dried up for SALGAOCAR in the second half, but as long as they've got the lead, they won't be too worried. Whenever a team is chasing a game, there's always a chance for the leaders to try and grab a goal on the counter, and that's what they'll be looking to do. But now there's a chance for Calangute. Ganesh now, can he play the ball towards the right? He could have played it towards Calvin Barreto, who was open on the right channel, but he decided not to. There's a good ball from Kundekar inside. It's missed by Melvin Lobo, but no worries for his team as Mascarenas picks it up, plays it back upfield. And Saurabh Patel comes up with the ball for Salgaokar. Fraser Gomes loses it, tries to win it back, but Rohan keeps possession. Again, some space for Moses in the midfield, but quite a disappointing ball from him. Both teams not being able to keep possession really well, but now Moses again trying to get away from his man Malappa, and Salgaokar have the ball and they will put it out because it looks like there's a player down suffering from cramp. It is a hot afternoon here in Goa, especially tough playing on this surface here at the Duler Stadium, as we see the stands waiting to see what happens today. There's the coach, Valentine Eziego from Calangute Association, and we see the Salgaokar bench watching, waiting, the rest of the Salgaokar squad as well. Everybody wanting to know who comes out on top today, red or green. Now it's a red ball with Calvin Barreto. He's using some strength, he's keeping the ball with himself, going towards the left, eventually playing it inside towards Ganesh. And now it's Lobo looking for a crossfield ball. He does find his teammate. And another ball towards the right. There's a chance for Calangute. Can they play it into the box? And eventually that looked like a push from Calvin Barreto, using his hands and pushing away his opponent. It was Steven Alvarez who's down, and it was him who was in between Barreto and the ball. Good piece of defending, making sure that Barreto didn't get an easy header or touch on the ball. And Salgaokar have been very, very strong in defense this afternoon, but they'll have to keep their concentration this afternoon, because in the last game they conceded in the 96th minute. So they won't want to do that again. As we see Lavino Anthony Pereira, he did say that his team just lost a bit of concentration in the end of the last game. So it's important that they don't do this in this game. Now it's got a good track back there from Salgaokar. It was Antush Moniz who won the ball back for his team. Out. Daryl Costa, the goal scorer, keeping it with his team. Ribhov now, some space in the midfield. Plays it to Steven Alvarez, who's up and about now after that push to the back. Now Calangute, but a good piece of midfield work from Malappa, intercepting the ball, anticipating where it's going to go. And Fraser Gomes wins a throw in for his side. Siddharth Kundekar to take the throw for Salgaokar. And Salgaokar win the ball back in a good position. It's a promising position. Can they take a shot? But good piece of defending from the captain Lobo. And Ganesh with a good change of direction plays the ball in the midfield, and there is a tackle, which means it is a foul from Saurabh Patil. Ganesh doing very well today in his first game for Calangute this season. Jason DeMello with another good clearance up front, almost reaching the opposition box. Very good kicking ability from many of the goalkeepers here in the Selvel Goa Pro League, starting their team's attack from the back. And there's a chance now down the right wing for SALGAOCAR. Antush Moniz with the ball again. He cuts onto his left, looks for his teammate. It's Siddharth Kundekar who will pick up the ball, plays it in field to Malappa, who eventually is brought down, and that will be a foul. And a free kick to the team in green. "20 minutes to go, and SALGAOCAR are leading. If you were given a chance to be in either dugout, you would definitely be in the SALGAOCAR dugout, leading the game 1-0. But it's not over till it's over. Calangute have made some chances, as we see Coach Eziwego. He'll be believing in his side and hoping they can get a goal to get them back into the game. On the other hand, SALGAOCAR and Coach Pereira will be wanting to double their lead. The ball from Kundaikar is in the box, but there's no teammate of his in the box, just the one person to pick out. And SALGAOCAR not really putting too many people ahead for that attack. Ganesh now playing it inwards towards Jesloy. Jesloy not being able to play the through ball, and eventually Chaitan does pick it up on the right. He plays it towards Jesloy, but unfortunately touches the back of Jesloy's legs, but he keeps it in. Now Ganesh looking for the ball. It's Chaitan, and it's a good piece of defending there from Akram. Superb from him, coming and making sure that there was no shot taken from the Calangute striker. And once again, the ball fizzles out, and Akram deserves the applause from his teammates because he stepped in when there was a bit of danger. Sean Pereira with the throw, a good long throw, but it's cleared away by Umesh. Berto can't judge the bounce of the ball. It's well taken by Fraser Gomes, and a very good ball towards the right wing. Can he find someone? And eventually the run from Antush Moniz is not enough to get the ball, but good play from Fraser Gomes. Moses now trying to help Calangute with the attack. Aniket looking on the right. There are two options. Rohan choosing to go inwards but losing the ball, and Siddharth Kundekar uses his experience and clears it away. It's all Calangute now as we inch closer to the end of this game. Of course, both these teams finishing on 20 points last season, and SALGAOCAR in fact scoring 20 goals as well. Calangute Association on the other hand just scoring 16, which is quite a lot, but they conceded too many with 13. So their goal difference was less than SALGAOCAR, and SALGAOCAR were able to finish third, just 3 points behind eventual champion Sporting Club de Goa. So both these teams were definitely in the title race towards the last few games of the season. They'll be hoping that's the case this year as well. And now it's Calangute on the right. Rohan turning, twisting, eventually playing it backwards towards Moses. Moses finds Godfrey Mascarenas, who has a bit of space. He goes for the long ball, but not really testing the defense or the goalkeeper. And that's been the problem for Calangute Association. They haven't really tested Jason DeMello in goal. Not really one shot which was keeping the keeper bothered. So they still have 15 minutes to try and salvage something from this game. It's Ganesh, and eventually the ball strikes the official, referee Prasad, and he gets us underway again. It's a Calangute ball, and there's a chance now on the right wing. Ball played into the box, and eventually a good piece of defending. Shouts for a handball from the Calangute players, but the referee says no. And another ball into the box to defend, and it's well cleared away. Again, a chance now for Moses, who loses it, and there's a chance for Dal Costa to run at the ball. He does run, he does get taken down, and he just stay down. But the Calangute players will play on, as they are entitled to do so because it's not a head injury. And now the ball will be put out, and with that it looks like we could have the cooling break, as it's a substitution for Salgaokar. Number 44 Malappa, who is on a yellow card, comes off. He's been very good in the midfield, and he'll be replaced by Samuel Costa, who did have the captain's armband in the last game for Salgaokar. There we see the shout for a penalty. The ball did look to hit the back of the hand of the Salgaokar defender. It was Saurabh Patil, but he didn't really know where the ball was, so I think it was a good decision by the referee. Didn't really have control of himself. Ball was behind him, and it did strike his elbow. So for now there is no penalty, and it's still 0-0 with 15 or so minutes to go here at the Duler Stadium. You can see Valentine Ezuego giving a bit of advice to Calvin Barreto, telling him to make himself big and try and hold on to the ball so that he can lay it off to some of his attacking counterparts. So we will resume with the ball towards Calangute as they try to build something and get themselves onto the score sheet. Calvin Barreto plays it to Ganesh, and Moses plays it to Aniket. Chaitan on the right, skipping past 2, skipping past 3, good touch. There's a shot into the box, and no chances taken. It's cleared away by Alvarez, and a good piece of skill from Chaitan there. The number 15 getting past 2-3 defenders, then using the 1-2, the wall pass, laying it in towards Barreto, who was a little behind the ball, but no chances taken from Steven Alvarez. Rohan Kamble now for Calangute, plays it towards the second post, and it will be tidied up. There's Godfrey, who wins his team yet another corner, and the pressure is being put by Calangute relentlessly at the moment on Salgaokar. But can they make anything of it? We'll have to wait for the substitution, and then we'll come back to the corner. And eventually it looked like Rohan who was going to take the corner, or rather it was one of the other players who was going to take the corner, has to come off, and it is Moses who comes off for Harshad Naik. Ball into the box and well taken by keeper Jason DeMello, doing very well and reading the danger, not allowing the ball to go to any of the Calangute attackers. And it was just too high, was the corner from Calangute. Well taken from DeMello. So Jovito, the under 20, comes on for Calangute Association. He replaces Calvin Barreto, who hasn't really had a chance so far, and makes his way onto the bench. So quite a few attacking options now on the field for Calangute. They have 10 minutes to try and get a goal, while SALGAOCAR have looked very solid in defense, and their keeper also not giving any of the Calangute strikers a sniff. Another ball upfield, chance to attack it, and it does fall eventually to Jovito Fernandez. He plays it backwards towards Harshad, both substitutes combining. Godfrey plays it to Ganesh, and now it's Aniket who lines up a shot, and eventually it falls to another Calangute player. It was Jesloy, but Jesloy not being able to get a shot, and Calangute are coming at them once again. As we see, 81 minutes into the game, but Calangute Association have not got one shot on target yet. That is quite disappointing for the amount of possession and the amount of attacking plays that they have made. So that's something they really need to work on, do Calangute. They didn't take many shots against Youth Club of Manora as well. So that's something they will have to look at, preparing for the next game. SALGAOCAR now keeping possession, and a good run from Ribhav, plays it towards the left. Siddharth Kundekar trying to get past Aniket, but Aniket was up to the task. Cleared away from the Calangute players, and they're not really being able to get ahead and create too many clear-cut chances, as we see one of them brought down. It was Jovito, the under 20, who's just been brought on a few minutes ago. And eventually Samuel Costa, who has got the armband, also gets a yellow card alongside it. Now Calangute, can they make their way into the box? Can they try and get something here? Another ball towards the right. Again, it's watched away. Very good piece of defending there. Smart piece of defending from Sean Pereira, kicking the ball onto his opponent and making sure that it's a goal kick, allowing the pressure to go away from his team and their defense. And SALGAOCAR now are in the same position that they were in the last game versus Safsa Football Academy, leading the game going into the final minutes. But this time, can they pick up the 3 points? Another yellow card shown. Is it for time wasting? And there is a touch now. It's a chance for Calangute, not on that occasion. Again cleared away. SALGAOCAR looking very steady. And there is confirmation that there was a yellow card shown to Jason De Mello, the goalkeeper, for running down the clock, wasting a bit of time. So he's got more yellow cards than shots faced this afternoon. Ganesh now for Calangute. Tried very hard today to inspire his team, and eventually a ball towards the left. Harsha chasing after it, but Akram very steady, not letting anything come between him and that clean sheet at the moment. SALGAOCAR defense at the back with Steven Alvarez, with Akram, and the likes of Sean Pereira as well, making sure that they're still holding on to the clean sheet. Saurabh Patel as well, a part of that back line. A bit of fancy footwork from Antush Moniz, and you see him earning his team a free kick. Chance now for SALGAOCAR to get themselves upfield and make sure there's no pressure on their defense, give their defense and goalkeeper a breather. Akram takes the free kick, but it's cleared away. Now Samuel Costa tries to win a throw-in, not able to do so. And there's a ball again for Calangute, but again SALGAOCAR clearing it away without any problems. Calangute now running out of time, only around 3 minutes of regulation time left. Will they be going towards their second consecutive 1-0 victory, or can they get themselves a goal here? Arshad Naik plays it in. Ganesh looking for Melvin Lobo. And the ball has been played into the box, and it's been the story of the afternoon so far. Jason De Mello only taking some catches and playing the ball out. Not enough quality from the delivery from Calangute, not really finding any of the strikers' heads. But they'll come again. It's Ganesh again. Good piece of defending there from Antush Moniz. He tries to run at it, but Ganesh again taking the ball away, and he's been very impressive in the midfield today. Another aimless long ball, and we see Lavino Anthony Pereira will be wanting his team to just stay alert, stay in the game and keep their concentration for the next few minutes. On the other hand, Calangute will have to keep pushing, keep pressing in an attempt for a goal. Ball cleared away again by Ribhav, who has been good in attack and defense for SALGAOCAR. And Melvin Lobo is shown a yellow card for his protests against the referee. First yellow card for Calangute Association 3 yellow cards for SALGAOCAR. There we see confirmation of Melvin Lobo going into the book. And it's Harshad Naik looking for the ball, tries to keep it in, but it's cleared away. No nonsense defending at the moment for SALGAOCAR. There we see Melvin Lobo after his yellow card. And there are 5 minutes added to the clock, and 5 minutes for Calangute to try and get something at the end of this game. As we see Melvin Lobo, there was a foul called against him, then he was a little vocal towards the referee, and when you're a bit vocal to the referee, you go into his book. So he has received a yellow card. There's a ball into the box, and Jason DeBello sees it wide. He's been doing that all afternoon, so he won't mind. And DeBello taking his time again. He's already been booked for time wasting, but he's not worried. Now Calangute with just under 4 minutes. Can they make their way into the box? Not on that occasion. And another aimless ball once again towards the left. You can see the SALGAOCAR defense trying to maintain their shape, trying to remain alert. And they've worked hard to keep the score at 1-0. It will be a SALGAOCAR throw-in. And now it's watched back out for another SALGAOCAR throw. So they're really taking the sting out of the Calangute attack. Steven Alvarez plays it up, and now there is a chance now for Daniel Costa to seal the game. Can he seal it? And he went to dribble past the keeper, but he should have just taken the shot first time. And Presley Mascarenas making sure that Calangute are just about still in this game. Daniel Costa, oh, he didn't have any space to go around the defender, to go around the goalkeeper, because the defenders were around him. So I think a shot would have been the best option. He could have got himself a brace. And that was just his second shot. Siddharth Kundekar now for SALGAOCAR. Try and seal the victory, but it's cleared away. Can Calangute try and move up field? Not at the moment. There is a shot, but there was no shot really on for Sean Pereira. It was more of a clearance actually. Two balls onto the field, so Mascarenas is just delaying that goal kick. And now the ball falls again to SALGAOCAR, who are looking very comfortable now to take the ball, run down the clock. Could this be a final chance now for Calangute, as they have to deal with some kind of pressure? And another shot wayward from Captain Samuel Costa. Not really taking these chances and making the most of it are SALGAOCAR. And we have 1 minute to go here in what has been a fascinating match here at the Duler Stadium. So many attacking plays from Calangute, but not being able to keep anything on target. There looks like it is a push on Ganesh, and that should be the Final chance for Kalangu to try and get something from this game. There we see Ganesh clearly pushed by Ribhav. He's made 5 fouls today. Eventually hasn't gone to the book, but has been defensively and attackingly very good. So it's the last chance of the game now. Calangute Association, can they try and nick a point from Salgaocar like Sessa Football Academy did last time? Rohan with the ball into the box. There's someone at the back, and it was the first shot on target from Umesh Pujar for Calangute, but it's not going to be enough. We've hit the 5-minute mark, and Umesh Pujar, who had been very good defensively, eventually taking the only shot on target. And that could be it. That looks like it was the last chance for Calangute, unless the referee gives them a few more seconds. It doesn't look like it will be taken, and that is the end of this an enthralling game at the Duler Stadium. Salgaocar FC win 1-0 versus Calangute Association, and Salgaocar pick up their first 3 points of the season. Their fans will be very happy coming out in the green and supporting their side, and there we see the fan very happy blowing the bugle as Calangute Association fail to win once again. They've lost both games 1-0, and they'll have to come back next time round. As we see the sun setting here in Goa, another day, another game of the Selvel Goa Pro League 2021-2022 season. Both teams attacking quite a bit today, especially Calangute, but just not getting that decisive play in the attacking third. Here are the statistics for today. 37 possession for Salgaocar, 63% possession for Calangute Association, but just the one shot on target, that too in the 95th minute. 5 shots on target from Salgaocar, and we see quite a few fouls and a few yellow cards as well. 3 yellow cards for Salgaocar and 1 for Calangute. So many shots from Salgaocar FC. Eventually that one shot from Daryl Costa cost Calangute Association the game and got Salgaocar FC their first win of the campaign. There you see the shots, quite a few from Calangute Association, but not enough on target. Just the one towards the end from Umesh Pujar. And if your center defender is getting the only shot on target in your game, then you have to try and see what can be done in the next game. The strikers have to take more shots. Here we see the fouls all over the park. Ribhav eventually getting 5 fouls but not getting himself a yellow. And 2 fouls each from Daryl Malappa and Sean Pereira. 1 each for Saurabh Patel and Alvarez. With that, we see the fouls from Calangute Association, mostly on the wing, and 4 from Calvin Barreto upfield, 2 from Chetan, 2 from Melvin Lobo, 2 from Moses, and 2 from Rohan as well. And with that, we come to the end of another game here at the Selvel Goa Pro League. Dal Costa scoring for SALGAOCAR FC, and they beat CALANGUTE Association 1-0. Thank you for watching, and join us again tomorrow. My name is Liam Bain, and we'll see you for another day of football in the Selvel Goa Pro League.